What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. So guys, DJ Academics recently did a collaboration with DJ Vlad, and of course, Academics, Vlad TV, Say Cheese, Adam 22. They're very big names in the hip hop industry, especially with doing content and interviews with big artists. And I think Vlad TV is probably the most successful one to do so. And of course, in comparisons to Vlad TV, you have the black creators like Academics, right? And before Academics commented on Takeoff's passing, he noticed something. The first thing he noticed was that the studio had gotten better in comparisons to the last time that he was there. And of course, Academics always brags about, how much money he has, how successful he is, and he's definitely a successful brother. But he realized that, Vlad is shooting videos in 4K, moving cameras. We're shooting videos in 1080p. And you got multiple studios bi-coastal. I believe that Vlad has a studio in Atlanta. He shoots a show in LA. So you see that Vlad has reinvested heavily into the business. And, Academics could definitely make that investment if he wanted to, or the other guys who are black could do it, but they have not, right? And then I want to kind of talk about something as I bring this all together. This whole idea of, number one, white people like DJ Vlad being in a black space. All right. And while I'm dealing with that, I want to kind of deal with the fact that black people have a hard time investing, and then blacks have a hard time reinvesting, right? And I want to play these clips. One of them is from my brother Frank Lean, who brought it out as to why blacks have a hard time investing. And then I'll come back and then I'll play another clip to express what I'm trying to get across here.
Healthy. Number one is flossing, flexing, show off. You find out most black people, if I use example, like we live in the West, in the UK, for example, a lot of people earn averagely, and as soon as we get a bit of a raise in money and stuff, we are the ones that would put all our money on the flashiest cars. We want to flex on all the popular designers, the Gucci, the Pradas, the Balenciagas, the Armanis, the Fendis and all that. And, you are earning averagely, you're basically carrying a 700 pounds bag, you're wearing a 500 pound pair of shoes, you really want to flex and show. This flashy, colorful lifestyle is one of the reasons why a lot of us don't have disposable incomes. We don't have investment. And sometimes what we do is we try to flex on ourselves. You try to oppress other people. You try to make a statement. You try to let them know that you're better off. So even within the black community circuit, we are very fond of oppressing ourselves, trying to show that you're better than the guy next door, keeping up with the Joneses. Meanwhile, the finances is depleting and looking downwards. That's one of the reasons, because when you live that kind of lifestyle, which I regard as fake lifestyle, there is no way. There's absolutely no way for you.
Now, I want to also talk about here why blacks don't support black-owned businesses from the Comedy Hype channel. I would like to play that.
If we truly believe this, why do we not profit on our culture as much as other races do? One reason for this is because we lack trust within our community. According to supportblackowned.com, there are even black business owners that choose to not support black businesses. When asked why, they answer that black-owned businesses are unprofessional and no others besides theirs should be supported. But where does this unprofessional stereotype come from? Let's start from the bottom and determine what it takes to start a business. It takes a lot of effort to start a business, and it begins with market research. Market research involves gathering data to learn about target audiences so that a business owner can determine factors such as the demand, market size, and market saturation. Knowing these things can help a business develop a strong foundation so they can have growth and longevity. After that work is done, a business plan needs to be made, which is based on all of the market research that has been done. This plan can either be traditional, which is usually dozens of pages long, or a lean startup, which is typically about a page long. Next is figuring out the best way to fund your business by first determining how much you will need and figuring out which is the best method to get that money, whether that be through bank loan, crowdfunding, or investors. Depending on what kind of business you have, the next steps vary and include choosing a business name, structure, and location, and registering your business. This is the bare minimum to start a successful business, yet many Black businesses do not invest the time to establish a strong foundation for their company. One of the biggest complaints is that Black businesses are hard to find. This is a clear indicator that most of these businesses do not take enough time to do market research or organize their finances to allow for advertising budget. Advertising is important for businesses because it drives.
So now, taking all of that into consideration, a lot of people have a hard time with Vlad because he's culturally appropriating. And the only reason why I didn't play that clip is because Vlad will give you a copyright strike. But the reality is this. Vlad invests into the business. Then he reinvests with his profits. He's not like what Franklin described. Okay? Flexing. What you see Blacks do. You see Africans doing it. And I have a PhD in Negroology because I've lived around African Americans and Africans in Europe and Africa and America. I know Blacks coming and going. See, we get mad when people come into our particular neighborhoods and our respective countries and the Lebanese set up shop or the Indian set up shop. But see, you're not going to invest. And you have the unmitigated gall to be upset. People want to talk about how Blacks don't support Black-owned businesses. I would say people don't support Black-owned businesses a lot of times because they're not good. But now when you see you're trying to offer quality for the Blacks, you're trying to compete for your market, then you'd be surprised how many Black people try to support you. But we don't do that. And so we get mad when the white man comes and does it. The Asian man comes and does it. And then we complain as if they need to get out of the business where a lot of this stuff wouldn't even exist if they wasn't even in the industry. How many brothers do you see gonna put up a studio in LA? How many brothers do you see are gonna be shooting 4K? Because a lot of brothers got the money to do it, and DJ Academics even talked about it. We're doing 1080p. Why? Because you probably got a lot of personal wealth. A lot of Blacks, when you get into businesses and start making money, you don't put no money back into the business like you should. You have a lot of personal wealth yourself. Cars, jewelry, but your business is not that great. What the business can do, you won't invest the money. You won't reinvest the money. You don't believe in infrastructure. Then you talk about why we don't have anything. The reason why Jews, Asians, whites, certain pockets of Blacks are successful because they eat, sleep, and crap the business. They reinvest into the business. They hire for talent. They get coaching. They get developed. We don't like to do that and then get upset. Then when you can't take care of your community, or when somebody else comes to the community and then they find a situation and they come in and put the money up and take the money out of the community to feed their people, then you're upset with them. Why they ain't giving us nothing? Well, why you ain't in the business? You know how we do. We don't like to pay brothers and sisters for their time. Come on now, we're gonna be real. We have a lot of talented brothers and sisters in our community. We won't pay them. Okay? We won't put the money up to go pay them. The money is there in circulation. We ain't gonna pay nobody. We know that. We want to get paid and don't want to pay nobody, but want to always try to fast talk somebody and make it sound good. That, try to always smooth talk a brother. They do it in Africa. They do it in Black America. And then when you have the people coming out here that's going to hire somebody like Adam 22, I forgot he got the one brother over there, the black brother doing this podcast. You think one of us going to hire somebody and actually pay him on time for the most part? Some of us will. Most of us owners won't. Then you wonder why we can't grab a market. We can't achieve nothing. We talk all kind of pro-black stuff. When it comes time to actually dealing something in the business world, we won't do it. And then get mad when somebody else do it. It don't make any goddamn sense. And I'm challenging the black brothers and sisters out there that we have that spending power. Why not us? Why not us creating the content for our brothers and sisters so we can get paid off of it and put our kids in school and develop our communities? Why not us? Bringing that studio, somewhere in Detroit or I hate to say that, shout out to the Lou, North St. Louis, and create jobs and create things. Why? We won't do it. We can. And we got to be competitive. We have to offer good services to our people, good products to our people. Even with stop the show. I want to give a shout out to the Pet African Dating Show channel, right? Which I'm trying to offer a great product to all you black men, matching you with all the beautiful black women across the world, because that's how I do. But we got to offer our brothers and sisters something that's a great quality product and they will support us. Stop crying and complaining. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.